guard. Standing 6'5", number 2, Gary Trent Jr. In the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 11, Enes Kanter. At the other forward position, at 6'6" number.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Star players move around more than ever, it seems, but guys like Damian Lillard are emulating legends like Dirk Nowitzki, who stayed put in Dallas his whole career. Dame said, "I'm not loyal to a fault. I'm loyal to the person that I am. I want this city to feel what it's like winning the championship after such a long time." Kevin?
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. So the Nets starting 5. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Little. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent. The new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Three-pointer, and he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from Lawrence. Junior's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
I know you're big on shoes and all the deals being made in the NBA. I'm sure you were aware that Jordan signed Junior to a shoe deal recently.
Craig, you know I'm crazy about the sneaker culture. Junior is one of the most anticipated shoe deals of the year. Jordan got their man, and I'm sure both sides are elated. Cobb passes to Lawrence. And the Nets, another 3.
You can't leave someone open around Cobb. When you do, he makes sure to hurt you for that mistake.
Covington with the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at 1 apiece.
And you have to think that they'll know just how much is at stake in these meetings.
Here's Lawrence, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Junior's got 11.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Nurkic. Here's Lawrence. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
Here's Nurkic. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Drops in the tray.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Count that one. 8 points for him.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Down low. Here's Jones, and Jones with the stuff.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
On the wing, Green. Here's Lawrence. And the Nets, another three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Lillard left side. And the pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons, defended by Lawrence. Nailed from three-point land.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Wasted no time on that one. 25 points for Junior.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Kicks it out to Jones. Passes it to Covington. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Takes the three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Simons. Pass to Nurkic. Inside. Lillard looking around. Shoots over Cobb. Lillard misses.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with...
I look to the times where things are going well. So,
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. Brown out there with Green. Then it's Junior. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. Simons the pass to Lillard. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 17 now.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Lawrence. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Trent's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Durant's checked in. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And the shot is good. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Lawrence. From deep 3-point range, and Jones pulls it down. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against New Orleans. There's the pass to Simons. Back to Jones. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. That shot no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Durant. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Durant's got 9 points.
Boy, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way. That they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession for the Trailblazers. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Little in for Derek Jones. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Brown. Here's Simons. He's got 8. And finished off by Nurkic.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Here's Lawrence. Drains the three-pointer. Junior's got 6 here in this quarter.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
The wide-open shot by Little. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Lawrence. It's Jordan on the wing. He kicks it to Durant. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Anthony, and Jones subbed in for Little. The Nets also changing it up. Dinwiddie's checked in for Joe Harris, and Junior subbed in for Irving. And good that time. Lillard's got 23 points.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Kicks to Lillard from the arc. Portland again missing.
defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half. Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Jacks up a three, and he's good on the three ball. Simons has got 11.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Fires for three, and the Nets another three.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Trailblazers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Pass to Nurkic. And again, it's Portland converting.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Here's Lawrence. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Pass to Lillard. Lets the three fly. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Junior throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it. And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Jordan, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 8 here in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
The pass to Lillard. Here's Simons. Lots of room. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
He gets it in there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now a timeout called by Portland. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that. What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They trail by 9 points. And Lillard gets it to go.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Lawrence. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Portland's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. And stolen by Junior. Covington against Durant. Here's Lawrence. The offensive rebound. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
3-pointer, Lillard. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Nets leading by 8. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Lillard way outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Passes to Dinwiddie. Lets it fly. And it's Junior missing. Trailblazers trail by 10. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. KD's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lawrence hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Here's Simons. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And that one's good, Junior.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Lillard outside. The three. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Junior. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. KD's got his 8th assist here tonight. 55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Jones. Lillard with it. He's got 31. Covington wide open. He fires. That one's off. Still out of sync.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And, yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Makes it off the glass. Covington's got 9.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
And again for 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively. Doesn't want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
And that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
Good, another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game. Trent gets the bucket. Now, Cobb. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
Now the pass to Covington. Lillard outside. And another three for Portland.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
High post, KD. Here's Cobb. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Yeah, this is too easy for Cobb. The D must push him further away from the basket.
Portland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. From deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Cobb passes to Lawrence. There's the three. Connects again from distance.
Splashes home another three, and he moves into second place all time with that make for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
Irving passes to Lawrence. And here is Cobb. The Nets working the ball around now. A nice shot by Irving.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
And they pick up 2. Lillard's got 41.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Pass to Junior. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Now the feed to Little. They double him with Irving. Here's Lillard. And here's Covington from the arc. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Cobb dishes to Junior. It's hauled in by Trent. Trailblazers trail by 21. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, that had to be hard for some.
Now into the lineup. Cole Lawrence.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Lawrence. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And Lillard gets double teamed. For 3, Covington. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. A 3 ball. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Covington, the open look. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Lawrence. Another one goes. Incredible. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
And here's Covington from the arc. Again, Covington missing. Nets leading by 18. Okay, time now for an injury report. Good, another from 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg, he's now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Lillard. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Lillard's got 48.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Brooklyn.
It was like, and good, he hits it again.
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Greg, last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does. Here's Lawrence. No good with the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Simons. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
From downtown, connects again.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come.
And that one's good, Junior.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
wherever she went. Since Lisa retired in 2009, she's been a model, an actress, a TV analyst. But today, if you call her a groundbreaker, she'll tell you she prefers the term torch carrier, because she hasn't forgotten about all the women who came before her. Lisa felt like she was carrying the torch for those predecessors when she played, and she knew how important it was that her generation succeeded so that the next generation.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting group. And now introduce at power forward.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. The Phoenix Suns have struggled the last few years, but they're trying to build a winning franchise again. And their all-star Devin Booker said, "We want to see the city at a high level, that energy and aura."
Well, they're getting closer. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Joe Harris. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's KD in at the four-man position. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's Paul and of the NBA. How good a position you think the league is in as far as talent?
Well, a great position, Kevin. The players arguably more skilled, more athletic than ever. Obviously, the global reach of the game means that the competition for an NBA roster spot is fiercer than ever. I mean, just sensational level of basketball. This has been so much fun.
And here's Payne. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And slam dunk by Sharp.
Wow, Dario Saric gets himself perfectly positioned, and that's an easy dunk.
Cobb passes to Claxton. Here's Lawrence. Offline with his three. The Suns trailing. Johnson up top. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Crowder. Good ball movement here by the Suns. From 12 feet out. Sharp, that's good. Sharp has got his second bucket of the night.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
And it's Junior missing. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Phoenix. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 3.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brown the pass to Claxton. Back to Brown. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Payne dishes to Crowder. The three-pointer is right on target.
We know this. Jay Crowder is an effective shooter, someone who can shoot the three well. You've got to get into his space.
Cobb passes to Lawrence. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Suns leading by 4. To the wing on the left, Payne. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Brown kicks to Junior. Launches it. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Payne finds Crowder. Back to Payne. Sharp outside. Passes it to Galloway. 6 on the shot clock. From down in the low post, it goes.
He can catch you off guard at the rim. Galloway's creative, and he's got nice touch.
And there's the pass to Lawrence. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Now here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shoots it up. Johnson's shot is off.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And that one's good, Junior.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Cobb, and the basket by Johnson.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Payne passes to Saric, and here's Crowder. Feeds to Saric. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Phoenix is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Galloway with the bucket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Lawrence. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Junior's got 15 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Galloway. Buries it down low. Galloway has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Galloway just so creative with his ability to get shots off. Not many can pull off that floater.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Here's Saric. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 10 points for him.
This guy is an efficient scorer. Dario Saric knows his strengths on the offensive end and can capitalize.
We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip from Chris.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last year. Early in the year, we was doing that every couple games. We was like, man, our record was here, this was that. And teams change, your games have to change.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Payne. Then there's Saric. And it's Galloway in at the 2-guard position. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's Lawrence. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Just streaking in, Galloway making the most of that one.
Nets leading by 3. The 3, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Lawrence. Junior's got 26.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And they're
We've got 1:08 left in the first half. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by the Suns. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Booker draws the double. Galloway finds Johnson. Pass to Sharch. Over Harris, 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Sharch, no good. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Trailblazers.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Booker, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Booker's got 11.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
And it's Junior missing. Suns trail by 4. Booker looking around. Shoots over Dinwiddie. They get the rebound.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
For Brooklyn, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And both free throws good for Junior.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now, you know this. Crowder is not afraid to get physical. This guy will draw contact and get to the foul line.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. He doesn't get the second one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able. Cameron Payne's checked in for the Suns. And the Nets also making a change. Junior's checked in. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Junior. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the 3 spot.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Lawrence. Cans it from downtown. Junior's got 31 points.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Booker finds Bridges. Here's Kaminsky. He's got 11. Passes it to Booker. With some arc, the shot will not fall. Some solid defense there from Irving. Here's Harden on the wing. Lobbed up there for Durant. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 10-point game. Ayton dishes to Payne. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Lawrence. The three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Booker.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harris, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
And the basket by Harris.
he has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Ayton kicks to Payne. Harden against Bridges. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Timeout called, the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The feed to Galloway. Sharge trying to break free. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Galloway. Shot from the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Junior's got 38 points.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Payne finds Sharge. To the paint. Here's Crowder. It's good.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Nets leading by 7. KD passes to Lawrence. And Junior throws it down.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
Here's Payne. 6 points for him.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Well, you love seeing this, guys. When Sharge is attacking those openings, he is such a dangerous offensive threat.
The pass to Lawrence. Three-pointer. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Junior's got 45 points.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Here's Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Cobb.
Yeah, Booker understands how to navigate his way to the paint, and he's not going to shy away from contact. Nicely done to pick up the foul.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Pass to Cobb. The tray sinks the three-pointer. Cobb's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Booker the pass to Crowder. Here's Galloway. Left side, Sharch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, I think the versatility Sharich provides is big in today's NBA. This guy can play the 3 and the 4. He can shoot from anywhere. He can also hit the glass. Very good passer. There's a lot to his game.
And Phoenix making a change here. Hall's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Durant. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Devin Booker has got a 70-point game in his history. He is cooking. You might want to check him tonight.
Pass to Harris. And 1:01 left in the third quarter.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Crowder.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lawrence, another bucket. Wow! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.